Welcome back to the Curse of Strahd, everyone. Last time at the Curse of Strahd, the party has returned to Krezek after parting away from the abbot. It is here that the Burgomaster confided in you that he definitely thinks something's wrong with his resurrected children. They act very strange, detached. As you come to his mansion, you even saw the youngest one chewing on his own tongue. As the party investigates, you feed the child water from the sacred pool, which causes him to regurgitate a strange, almost woven humanoid, fur-covered centipede with human legs. Centipede attempts to flee, but the party managed to kill it. It is also revealed that it has something to do with Vasila's past and her reason for coming to Barovia. In addition, Honorim has also had a talk with his late mentor, Malthazahu, through the Rememory Ring, which he created after his first meeting with Strahd when he was invited to his castle, and feeling it would be good to set up some kind of contingency plan. He tells Honorim that he believes there are three intersections of the ley lines, particularly important ones in Barovia, and that he discovered that all those three intersections have a certain focal point that's usually to be found at the castle, but moves around occasionally. He theorizes it has to do with someone or something at Strahd's castle, or Strahd himself, potentially. He also requests Honorim to supplant Strahd and become the ruler of Barovia, believing its ancient and powerful magic secrets should belong to his student. Fisk had a really cool moment in which he communed and summoned the various spirits that take refuge within him, including that of Tomas, the party's former fallen cleric, before laying to rest that night. The party is currently resting in the Burgomeisters of Krezek's guest room, and I do believe we left off right before you guys started the long rest.
Mm-hmm. So we're all in the room right now, right?
Okay.
Okay.
I'd like everyone to please roll me a wisdom saving throw
hold
to
up,
GM.
Hold up. Real quick.
Hmm.
I'm assuming as everyone's getting tidings and after this awesome performance, Vasila's gonna give a nod over to Tarmagen, motion to the door, and step out.
Okay. Intrigued, I follow.
So, after everything, you see her just rubbing her eyes. Reasonably as tired as the party. Okay. So, you guys are clearly head over heels in, I think, everything and everyone you've talked to for however goes long. And as hectic as it is, I think I'm gonna start cashing in my rain checks. Because, well, let's just say I've been holding off on some very, very important questions. Or more, well, just what the hell's going on here?
Okay. What does that mean for all of us? How can we help you?
Well, first of all, I have no idea what the scope is long term of what anything's going on here. I came in. I got pointed your way because you guys have some semblance of direction. You guys do. I don't know shit about that.
Okay. Are you looking to find out more answers? Because I'm almost as confused as you.
Well, I wish I didn't give him that coffee. Almost. I need a good baseline.
Okay.
So I'm here because of the Archdruid heart. And from what it sounds like is there's more items to get. So obviously, I understand the priority you got with trying to find this other thing. But how do I say this?
How about this? We are the great company. As a group, we have goals. As individuals, we have things we have to do. We are friends, and we help our friends do what they need to do. That has been a big part of our journey. We still have to help Fisk on his way. There's something out there for him. I unfortunately, yesterday or today, found out what happened with the people that drew me here. It seems to be all of us. Don't worry about it. What you need, we'll help you with.
Well, on that point, I guess, as I said, I'm going to start cashing in range checks. After this next little mission, let's go find those hearts.
Yeah, I think we need to anyway. So that ties in perfectly, my friend.
It just means that I'm gonna start putting pressure.
Well, how about we maybe take you to see one heart soon? But you don't need to just tell me. I'm a loudmouth, but I'm not the guy in charge.
Oh, you're funny. That's respectfully, that's horseshit. You speak on behalf of a lot of people here, and I haven't seen anyone pipe up saying what you're saying is wrong. So you kind of do.
I'm just lucky. I know these guys.
Well, you're considerate. So
Anyway,
all I'm
noted. Yes.
So all I'm saying is consider the following. I'm willing to help you, but I'm no pack mule. I think you know that, but
you do what you need to. It's okay.
I think tomorrow I need to know what your little tricks and aces know. I don't know what any of you guys got for like an arsenal at all. Every time I'm fighting with you, it's something else new. I'm like, oh, that's something I have to work around. So I'll save that for tomorrow morning. But for now,
yeah, we have a little walk up to the Abbey at some point. That'd be a good time for us all to figure it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going the fuck to bed. You have a good night.
You too. At that, I'm going to go find me a comfy chair.
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Fisk. I'm like, you feel better now? Oh, it's good.
Yes.
I guess so. Looks like he's asleep. And yeah, I think with that, I'm gonna start passing out and crashing for bed.
All right. As you feel the tendrils of sleep begin to blame you. This has been quite a day. What happened? I'd like you all to give me wisdom 7 first.
A level? Oh, dear.
Does this, is it affected by Thorn's doll?
Yes, this is the night one. 2 GM, please.
Yes. Ooh, nice way to do it. I think I still had it.
Anrim, are you currently attuned to your mentor's ring? Let's check it.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Was that a GM wisdom
Yes.
save?
Yes, please. Versus the nightmares.
Sorry, there was something going on with my mic. Mic check? You guys hear me
you're
okay
on.
now?
I can hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You couldn't hear me before for some reason, so.
Yes, I am attuned, but before bed, I'm going to switch over to Melkir's heart.
I didn't, not that I was trying to plan on this, but Darius does have the nightmare doll.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, just need one from. There we go. And Fisk, if you could have one, please. All right. Okie doke. So, as you guys make, as you guys fall asleep one by one, the night, it seems, passes with no incidents, and you wake up to a cold and silent morning.
Out of curiosity, what does the dagger wound look like?
At the moment, it doesn't look like what Bassoon had, but it does look like it's not really healing properly on its own.
So as we wake up before breakfast, I look at everybody. We need to know. And I take out the vial of the pool water and slug it back.
All right, with that, he disappears.
Okay.
It's a strange feeling, your flesh filling in real time. It doesn't hurt, but it tickles. As you're watching, you can see like the fur kind of growing back on the missing spot.
You know that that weird skin thing that cats have, where if you touch it in a certain way, it just like constricts.
Yes, yes.
Kind of the air, like what it's doing around that area.
You're making me miss my cat.
Yeah. And I make it visible, so like I sit back and hold my arms out, and you guys can see it close up.
Look at him and I'm like, you're still there, aren't you?
We are always here.
I didn't think who you were was a curse. Good.
I look at my arm. We are changed. Changing.
We all are.
Yes.
So you guys hear heavy footsteps, like, coming down the stairs.
Kind of cleaning up and getting
like
dressed.
these soft, deep voices chuckling to each other.
I'm just gonna pop out and stick my head into the hallway.
Right.
Nobody around?
I don't think you're sticking your head into the hallway unless...
Or
Yeah, the hallway for you, Tom, is going to be right here. This
There?
is the door to the rest of the house.
gotcha.
Oh,
Wait a minute, what?
Painting.
hold on. Something's wrong here. Can you, let me see.
Whoa, you moved me.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just need to refresh. There we go.
I was gonna say. All right, cool.
Apologies, Tom.
No worries. But yeah, this is the hallway door here, right? Where I'm at now?
Yep.
All right, yeah, I just popped out here. Okay, whoa. What the?
You see three large, hairy figures wearing the remains of what seems to have been the nobles' clothing. One of them, a woman's kind of still the tattered remains of a woman's dress, and you recognize the tattered remains of the clothes as that worn by the Burgomeisters' other three children. Currently, they are feasting on the. See them tearing long, thin strips of flesh from the arms and head of Anna, while the third, who is a bit smaller than the other two, is rooting around her, gut snout buried deep. They have no eyes, it seems, and are fully and utterly consumed by
Who is it,
consuming.
Anna?
Anna is the Burgomaster's wife. They
All
don't
right,
seem
hold
to have
on.
noticed you yet.
Well, immediately I yell out, "We have something to kill."
As you yell out, all three heads, and you see them kind of their mouths extend almost to the necks.
The light in here is dim, correct? Kind of.
It's still fairly early in the morning, about 6. Doesn't seem that any servants have been by to light any candles.
Bonus action.
So I'm
Shadow
afraid.
Blade.
All right, Domijan, I'm afraid you did shout before you
Yes.
said that, so that's going to be initiative. I will say though that you do give the party a heads up, and nobody rolls initiative with disadvantage.
Oh yeah, no, it was on.
You were like, "Oh yeah, there's nothing there." I'm like, "What? There's absolutely something there."
Yeah,
There you
so
go.
not the reaction. Oh, just these guys.
I'm gonna have to add mine. It was 11.
Good God, Vasilla.
Kev, do I have sharing privileges?
Yep.
Whoa! What is happening? Okay, my computer did not like something that just happened there. All right, but now we're good. Let's see, advanced computer audio. There, I should be hearing music coming in. Let me know if that's a good volume for everybody. Kev?
And just an FYI, from where I'm standing, I should be able to see directly past Ptarmigan. I can't. It's like that door is closed.
Yeah, let me get rid of it. There it is.
So that escalated quickly.
Morning.
Yeah.
Morning sunshine.
I'm glad we didn't sit down for breakfast and then come out.
And yeah, I forgot something. I forgot to take the light sources. My apologies. Yeah. This is supposed to be happening early in the morning. Ooh, I've been sitting on this twist for 2 weeks now. Okay. Okay. For some reason it's not loading, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to try flashing this and see if that works. Also, I think I'm missing somebody's
It's mine.
initiative.
You got mine?
Alright, I'll add you manually.
Oh, I have to do that.
Good grief. You've never seen any any werewolves like these, or even heard of them. Ones where their eyes have been taken away. But with that, oops, that'll be this fella, and that'll be this fella, and that'll be this fella. And Tom, I'll add your honor him, I mean. Here's your beautiful face, add it manually. With that, Vasilla, you feel a shudder going down your spine. You're not quite sure how you know, but you know. These are the same werewolves. That's like the smell that they emanate hits your nose and you recognize it. Not the exact same ones, but must be of the same kind. They are very large and imposing, and you can see as their noses kind of, as they sniff the air, you can see 4 nostrils on each nose. Vasilla, what did you do?
So, already like moving up in bed, the laugh hits her, and like for a second there is a momentary pause. Then immediate bolt to grab her weapons, and she books it over here.
Alright.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Alright. And against probably what should be good common sense, action surge to use the rest of the movement to sprint into here, and bonus action she shifts. Are we all fully rested up too?
Yeah, you're all fully rested up.
Okay, give me a second. Just gotta I gotta double check the temp HP. Give me a second.
I did.
Alright, equal levels common. Alright, so that is 9 plus 4. It's 13. Alright. And Tarm, you almost get like pushed off your thrown on your ass as she books it in absolute anger towards these abominations. Alright. And now, immediately shifted. The token needs to update this. There we go. That should be the end of my turn.
Alright. Sniffing the air with a strange sound. One of them moves. The one that you move towards, Vasilla, is going to and open its two wide maw and go to to close it around you, almost casually, but at the same time, mind-bendingly fast. It snaps its arm 3 times.
They all hit.
Alright. The saliva dripping all over, you can feel it melting into your shark's skin, causing it to slough off wherever it hits. These attacks are not considered magical, however, and you do get to have it. Alrighty. Let me see. The next one over is this fella. Still, as you it moves to almost, you don't hear it move. You only see the large form moves too fast in the corner of vision. As you whirl, it goes to grab you by the arms and mouth. Like, it has far too many fingers, and some of them attempt to kind of claw open your mouth.
Oh, alright.
Alright, so Vasilla, give me an athletics check with advantage, please, as it is holding its own. Grapple.
Ooh! Can't help thinking I actually can't beat that. Can I add it to a check though for grappling? Let me see. Let me see if I'm in. I might have a maneuver for this. I don't have a maneuver for this.
No.
I'll roll anyways, but I physically cannot beat that.
You feel like a child being grabbed up. This is going to give it advantage on the following. I believe that hits your AC, Vasilla?
Hey, yeah.
It does.
God.
Like, Vasilla, you feel your mouth forced open between 4 strong fingers, whilst in hands are far too massive. It goes, and Ptarmigan, you watching this, can see close its mouth around Vasilla's open one in a sort of a perverse distortion of a kiss. Vasilla, you feel something, you shuddering, and you can feel something crawling from its mouth down your throat, and you feel a shudder as there's too many legs and fuzzy sensation forced their way into your stomach. After which it drops you and turns to Ptarmigan.
Yummy.
The grin.
Wow.
Do something!
Sounds like,
Hey, well, hearing all screaming and mayhem, Varys will run out here. We've got the right icon. Move down here. Oh shit. Do I get it? Did they get attacked? I mean, I couldn't see. I would have stopped here first.
I'm assuming that you kind of moved behind Ptarmigan and then to get a situation of awareness kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then you decided what to do. Yeah.
So let me ask you this: with sharpshooter, I can shoot past people. Is that accurate?
That's accurate.
Okay, then seeing the situation, I'm gonna move back and take a shot at this guy.
All right.
And he's startled because he's just seeing this massive thing. So, here we go. Sorry.
No worries.
That one probably misses, I would imagine.
They do.
As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, kill it with fire.
And then I will take my second shot.
I think.
Is there something wrong?
Yeah, my roll 20. I'm not seeing any shot. Okay, now I'm seeing them. 11 is it's gonna miss, but 26 will not miss. Is this a regular arrow? I'm
shooting silver arrows.
I'm silver arrows. Like,
I meant to say that I was doing.
Yeah, you see, like, where you're expecting a sprinkle of blood, instead you see a splash of maggots, kind of coming off, and for a moment underneath you see like distorted white flesh.
Okay, I'm gonna take an action surge and take 2 more shots with silver arrows.
Right.
First round action surge, baby.
More maggots come pouring down. Ptarmigan, Ptarmigan, because you're facing directly there, I need you to make me dexterity saving throw, sorry. As like these torrents of maggots kind of come down on you from where the arrows are. You managed to avoid them both, but you can see them like they crouch under your boot, and you're looking for a moment, like you're so close you can see, like they look like the maggots have the heads of small dogs, like Danes, but distorted.
This is horrifying.
I
know how to wake up.
Right,
And then
yeah.
I'm gonna move, and I'm gonna stand on top of this table right here.
All right. It's going to take a legendary action to throw up and forcefully eject a centipede maggot, just like the one that you guys killed earlier, at you, Varys. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Varys, this thing kind of, kind of try to dodge, but there's a wall next to you, and this thing, latches onto your face, predator style, alien style, and you guys see Varys go, as this thing latches onto him and begin to force its way down his throat. Varys, you feel like this horrible thing that should not be an X. You feel this horrible thing, like a violation. This thing tears its way, and you feel blood coming from the inside of your throat as it forcefully shoves its way in there. You feel sick, horribly sick, Varys. Alrighty.
Hashtag just fighter things.
Just fuck with things. Alrighty. With that, that will bring us to this fella. As it moves to Vasilla, you can feel it puts its hand on your back. Almost gently, and you can feel and almost, it's weird, there's no violence in this motion until you can feel something crawling on your skin, and looking, you realize that dozens and dozens of maggots are moving from its hand onto your skin. And Vasilla, I'd like you to give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
To the following, I would like to say, and to follow that up with,
right, as you start swatting at them, and you try to make a muscle, to kind of, you feel them begin to simply melt into your skin. You feel it turning in your stomach. Honor him.
Hop out of bed, go down to the door. And I'm going to try banishment at 5th level. This guy and this guy. It's a 17.
you ping banishment for me, please?
Banishment a con or a charisma save?
Charisma.
Yeah.
So I just don't remember how banishment works exactly. I just need to check something.
It's a charisma save, meaning you'll win. That's how you know a spell's good. Spell's scary if it's an int save. A spell that
You
has
cast
charisma
banish
save.
as you attempt to cast banishment, like you see, the spell fails to take hold.
Blender?
Somebody's using a drill.
Or a blender?
Blender maybe?
Oh, wait 1 second. Yes, someone is. 1 second.
Man,
Thank you.
Alright.
this was not how I was thinking I would be having breakfast. All
No,
right.
this time.
No.
Seeing that, I'm gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
Well,
that was.
She was making me.
You just go back to bed.
She was making me dip for my garlic bread.
We decided we're gonna go back to bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Ptarmigan. You are.
Wow. Okay. Ptarmigan's just like, are you absolutely kidding me? So yeah, he's going to use Green Flame Blade, Smite, and everything with the shadows.
The creature merely sniffs, and you see it like slightly move like this, almost as if it invites you to do so. And the shadow blade simply splatters against the surface.
Disengage.
See it kind of moving its face almost tenderly towards you, like, fuck no! And you get out of there. Alright, Fisk,
And
you're
I'm
up.
like, the Scylla needs our help. I say that as I'm backing up.
so the creature that landed on bars behind me, did I see that? Did that go into him?
It went into him, it forced its way into his stomach. That was a natural one.
Okay, okay. Well, then in that case,
Always try keto.
Shit. Yeah, Fisk, you see Varys kind of clutching his stomach that's like kind of distended. You can see it like sort of pushing on his armor. Vasilla as well. It's hard to tell on Vasilla because, you know, she's all shark-like, but Varys definitely looks green around, you know, very green and sick.
all right. I want to try something. I'm gonna go up to him. I'm gonna look up at Varys. We're sorry. And I'm just gonna punch him right in the gut and try to get this thing up and out.
Alright, go ahead and give me an attack roll. Varys, do you allow yourself to be hit?
I think that he's still sort of just in shell shock and trying to figure out what the hell it is that he's not even
Yeah.
focused on.
He doesn't say anything to you, just see Fisk kind of turns to you and go for your stomach, so...
I look up and say, I'm sorry, and just throw a punch into your gut.
Alright. That's a crit.
Wow.
Alright, that is 13 plus 2 bludgeoning damage, yeah.
Oops, sorry. No, not the second one. I hit it twice.
As Varys, the fist lands into your stomach, you feel something explode inside, very painfully. You see a bunch of blood, like a bunch of blood and bile come up Varys' throat. Let me see. Whereas there is a horrific burning inside you. And I'm afraid that you take 5d10 acid damage.
Wowzers.
In addition
Wow.
to the 15 from the unarmed side.
Wow.
Okay. So, yeah, that was like he's like just choking and coughing and holding his stomach, and he's fucking hurt.
Very much so. Frisk, anything else?
mm,
Frisk?
I'm gonna turn to Tarmagen
sorry.
and say, "Stay with him." And I'm gonna run out. I'm gonna jump up, grab the top of the doorway, and swing my feet out and kick this thing right in the face.
Hell yeah. Alright. Go ahead. With grins. Yeah. With teeth extending all the way down to its neck. Alright. You strike it. It's going to take a attack of opportunity to try to bite down on your leg. That's 30. You are now like you strike it and now you kind of like you're holding on to this, but your leg is stuck in its mouth. You do take 18 damage.
Then, nope, that didn't work. I'm gonna take my other leg and crack it across the face
All right.
as it's holding me.
Go ahead.
So that's a key point. Flurry of blows.
All right.
And then I'm actually going to let go and swing down so my leg is up. I'm upside down. I'm going to take my spear claws. I'm going to grab its grundle, squeeze, and rip.
What's a grundle?
Its groin.
Ah. Well, I just learned something new. So, you kind of reach at that one, but unfortunately, that is technically the one that I guess you know what. I guess you could still be able to grab the groin itself, even if there's no sausage and potatoes there. I squeeze hard, and it's strange. It's like your claws having trouble penetrating, even the tough one.
So
It's hard to tell what directions. It's just
Yeah.
and like you, as your hand closes, it begins to be covered in maggots.
cool. That's my turn.
You see them tangle themselves up in your fur, and you feel a horrible tickling sensation on your skin. Vasilla,
Hey,
you feel it, and you guys see Vasilla twists as incredible agony. Your bones expand, and part of their shoulder explodes outwards as a massive gray-furred arm materializes. And Vasilla, where once she stood, now stands an additional mutated werewolf. If only the token would get pasted.
I'm seeing a reoccurring trend here.
So do I. And Vasilla, as your mind is obliterated and you release a final scream, you wake up.
You would hear the sound of what you would think at this point is a very familiar, like, from someone waking up from a nightmare. So she like still kind of stunned at the particular horror of this. You see her, she almost kind of rolls out of bed onto her back. Oh, I wish I had the coffee again.
Hey, you didn't try and kill anybody. At least it wasn't that one of the bad ones.
I mean, probably some deep-rooted, well, something, but God, every nightmare I'm transforming into something. I don't think that's so hard to diagnose what that issues come from, but
At that point, I kind of hold up my hand, and you notice that my hand is kind of long. In fact, it's long and almost rat-like. I look at her and I'm like, yeah, see, I'm no stranger. Luckily, I beat it with help.
And at that point, Vasilla, you see Fisk stand up, sit down. DM, what does the wound look like?
It's no longer there. The wound that was healed from the waters of the pool? Yeah, it's no longer there. It was as if it was never there.
And the vial that I had?
No, you still have the vial. The nightmares began after you guys fell asleep.
Because I did that in the morning.
Ah, no, true. Sorry. Okay, wait, sorry.
Yeah,
In that case,
two
yeah.
things happen here that I didn't know about?
Yeah, no. My bad. In that case, yeah, no, that did not quite yet happen now.
Okay, so you see Fisk get up and look to the rest of the party. We need to know. And I take out the vial and I swig it back.
Nothing happened. No, I'm kidding. It heals. It's
okay.
Fair. And you feel
a little bit of deja vu for Vasilla.
Yeah. Are you? Wait, is that? Oh. You see her kind of look around in panic of, oh shit, am I back again?
Oh man.
Oh my God. I am so sorry. I had no idea. And then after my turn, I'm like, fuck, I should have left one of my potions next to him. And then, I was going to just block the doorway as much as I could. I was debating on whether I should stay with you or go block the doorway. Yeah.
Alrighty. As
that was a good one. That was a really good one.
I'm gonna say that we're gonna take our first break right now. If we can make it 10 minutes. Guys are up in. Let me see. Yeah, you guys are up in the morning then, and Vasilla, you have just spoken a little bit with Tom about the Nightman and such. But at the moment as you guys wake up, you hear the sounds of maids coming down, lighting the candles, breakfast being cooked. Everyone's awakening. It's about 8 a.m. And you guys can smell, it smells like a reindeer meat, for those of you who had it before. Reindeer, apples. It's a very mountainous and hunting-based cuisine here. What would the butter like to do?
Go to this door. And I kind of open the door and just kind of see if there's anybody out in that little opening there.
You see 3 of the maids, 2 younger ones and one of the older one. She seems to be berating them in Barovian.
Can you pop the door open for me so I can see out there?
Yeah, one moment, sorry.
Cool. No problem.
Soon. TM.
There we go.
There we go. You see them. When the door opens, she immediately stops and gives you kind of like this sickly, sweet smile. Good morning. Good sirs, how... breakfast will be ready momentarily. We apologize for the delay.
Thank you. No problem at all. We're happy to be taken care of so well.
It is our pleasure to serve. She kind of eyes everyone as the other maids kind of eyes the ground.
Excuse me, can you tell me how the boy is?
The boy? Yes. The boy. He's doing much better. He's doing much better. He slept with. He slept in his parents' room, and I think he's doing much better.
Good. Very good.
Honor him, you hear Fisk behind you say. And the 2 older ones.
And the 2 older ones.
You mean 3 older ones?
With 3?
Yeah, they
there
had
are 4 kids.
Yeah.
4 kids.
No.
With 3 older ones.
And the 3 other ones? The older ones?
Well, I believe under the orders of the Burgomaster, they've, I know that one of them has been jailed for injuring someone, but the other 2 have been ordered to be locked in their bedrooms. I am afraid I didn't check.
Is the Burgomaster up and about yet?
He is. He's down. He's in the dining room speaking with the head of the guards.
I think we'll have to go find him.
Well, yes, right there. And she just puts on that weird smile again. As you guys approach the room, you do hear.
Inside her, she seems to be acting a little weird.
Oh, yeah, certainly. She's very uncomfortable about something, and she's trying to hide it with, this act of being a maid, by being as courteous as possible.
Alright, I'll look at her and head in the dining room.
Keeps that brittle, glassy smile as you guys enter the dining room. Honor him and Fisk, you two take a little perspective so you can kind of see, as the last of you goes in, the expression kind of drops as he turns back to the maids.
You can see Vasila having just done the kind of the passive just like passing like smile, eyebrow raise, and just entering the room. Just
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
wow. I had no shoes.
Good morning.
Burgomaster is speaking quietly to the guy, the one with the scar over here. Good morning, my friends, Dimitri says. God nods. You found respect in his eyes. Watcher?
Good morning.
I trust you slept well.
As well as Barovia, I'd say. Yeah.
Aye. Well, my two other children are locked in their room, while the third is still in his jail cell. I suppose today we shall depart to the Abbey.
I think so. But I have to ask you a few questions. I need to know what you want. This is your town.
That's what I want. You've given me so much back. What I want my town to be safe. I want my children to be whole. I want my family to be well again. I want to know that my people are well fed for the coming months. Oy.
Now, this can go a few ways. We can try and put him on a leash, or we can try and make the situation just go away. But he's not an easy thing to deal with.
He hesitates. For all his faults, he did bring them back in some capacity. Until it is established fully that he meant for some sort of deceit to occur here, I do not find it whole in my heart to ask you to kill him, if he can even be killed.
I concur. I will try and put him on a leash for you. What you do with that leash is up to you.
If you can.
I will try. And he may not be behind all the darkness. Well, when we go, I would bring some men with you.
Aye, certainly.
And villagers, and at least one of your children.
Well, as far as villagers go, we have our militia, but I cannot leave the village unguarded.
Oh, not everybody.
I will
just
bring
enough.
my elite guard. 6 men with whom I trust my life.
And some of your just more able-bodied citizens to stand witness would be a good thing.
I will take that under my advisement. Aye. Let me turn this question back to you.
Yes.
Is there something I could do?
I kind of... Bless you.
Yeah.
I look at everybody in the company.
This question is kind of aimed to the
Yeah, I look at-
entire great company.
I'm like, what do you think?
What
I-
service make us grander?
You hear Fisk from under the table. What does it know of the undead attacks? Symbols,
Symbols.
consistency, patterns.
Yes.
What does it know?
For some, they do tend to have a coin symbol on them. We are unable to achieve the corpses, as usually they survive. They do not fight to the last. They drag back the corpses when about half their force falls. But my men did report seeing a symbol. Repeat in different places, but for most part on the heart. Over the heart, I should say.
Always from the south.
Always. One moment. Sarah, this night de la doja. Was night there? Calls out and see the headmaid kind of hurries in with an ink well and a pen and paper and he turns it around. You guys can see the symbol he draws. It is I'll try it on the map for you. Sort of looks like this. Sorry, go like half a triangle with another half over here.
Does it look familiar?
It does tickle a memory. You can roll me a history check.
So
Does it look like a map symbol?
It does a little bit, I suppose.
hearing that, he would see Fisk's head kind of pop up at the end of the table to look.
You know, you feel like some of you feel like you've seen it before, but you really can't place it at the moment. As honor him, yeah, you know you've seen it before, but you just can't recall where.
Do I recognize it?
Give me a history check, please.
May I as well?
You may as well.
Can I?
No.
No. Okay.
I'll ask this in a weird way. Does anyone I know recognize it?
Talmujan does not know.
Yeah.
Fisk, you actually do recognize it, and you remember, and you feel like your heart squeezes for a moment. You saw a tattooed on the head of a certain man who introduced himself as Father, and that you've ran into a couple of times. The one who told you that he's a leader of a small religious sect here in Boavia, and that you know is an outsider himself.
Fisk will just say out loud, Father.
Well, I know that in the common tongue this is an F, but it's not supposed to be. My apologies, my handwriting is not the greatest.
Like this gonna go, that guy in that bar? Is that who you mean?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys know way too many people.
Yeah. We ran into a fella. And I guess he had this symbol there, Fisk?
We know it. We saw it on him.
He was a creepy fella. Met him in a bar. Now look at the Burgomeister. This may be what we need to figure this out. Thank you.
Probably dealing with the necromancer's rune, then. It is likely he was keeping an eye on you for his own purposes. Thanks to our walls and our steady men, we have been able to repel these attacks, but every time we lose one man or two, and they are growing in intensity. Their numbers do not decrease, and they do not tire.
Why here?
I do not know. As far as I know, we have nothing that's... It's not like our population is very large. Perhaps it is done out of cruelty. Perhaps it is done out of a desire to test his creations. Perhaps he thinks there's something here.
DM, can creatures get to the abbot without going through the city?
Flying creatures would be able to, yeah. Or things that are extremely adept with climbing. And I'm talking like, specifically built for snow climbing. Like, even Fisk wouldn't be able to.
Well, they could just try and get to the Abbey on top of the hill. Perhaps they too seek the pool. Or the Abbot.
Perhaps.
Yeah. If we know who, south is where. Why? Does it matter if we can stop it?
One more thing. Many of the corpses, though not all, many of them did not seem to be Barovian in life.
Many or all?
Many. The overwhelming majority did not seem to be Barovian, although I'm afraid to say that the number of Barovians increases every night. I would say at last counting, the Horde counted at perhaps 70, between 70 and 80 bodies.
Wherever he came from, seems like he brought his friends with him.
So we have a number of things that we're going to be doing for you.
As I said, my town may not have much, but it is at your disposal. Should you ever require our help in the future, Krezek will stand amongst you.
Yes. I was going to say, all I want is, if we need it, a place to lay our heads, and if the time comes that we call on you, to answer.
You have it. If I will order for a home to be built for you here. I cannot promise it will be large, as
a barn with a fireplace would be more than enough.
Smiles. I believe I can arrange that.
Just a place to lay our heads, that's all. Great company. I'm like, well, I guess this is where we're at. Any thoughts? Looking right at Vasilla, I says, by the way, the matter that you wanted to pursue, the more we know about them, the more the history we can go, the more likely we are to find out what happened to the other ones.
Yeah.
So, would you like to see one of these stones?
She gives you a quick squint and then a slow nod.
So it all works out for the best, because that stone is, and I look at the Burgomeister, to the south. So all these things seem to be coinciding nicely.
I see. Oops, you need to draw. I see. Well, you have my support and the support of my people. If you have any preparations you wish to do before departing, make them. Within the hour, we will be departing.
We'll stay close. Yeah. And
the stone you mentioned, what is its nature exactly?
Very old magic of Barovia. Very old. From before.
One of the hearts.
I just smile.
And the legend is true.
Many of these legends are true and powerful.
You have one already.
Yeah. I wouldn't say we have one.
Where is it?
Someplace safe.
Good. But you do well too. Perhaps you could share that place with me. If we are to be allies. I would wish to know about any advantage we may have in our fight together.
Already belongs to another family.
Or a way for you to find out where it is if we suffer a demise. Would that be fair? That way you're not left.
Fair.
If we fall in battle, then you can pick it up.
That is very fair. So, it belongs to another family. I'm going to assume you mean the Martikovs of the winery. I see. So they have found it. Well, you have my thanks. And my men. At the very least, should there be anything you would take from our armories, weapons, armor, it is yours.
Look at my various weapons. If I do, but I'm okay. And your blacksmith is remarkable, so we're good.
That he is. Alright. That's... He kind of looks to Sarah, who has been standing there listening. Serve us breakfast, please, sir. Ah, yes, indeed, your lordship. Come right up. And she backs away. Guys are yelling in the kitchen a bit, and soon enough, the other maids come in, setting the breakfast in front of everybody. Varys, do you sit with the rest to eat breakfast?
I did.
Just to be clear, it is not ours. It does not belong to them either. It is not yours.
No. Of course. The Martikovs need it. I know. Legends speak of how it nurtures the winery. I would not dream to rob my people of the wine that they've been giving to us.
I like this man. We're going to help him.
Captain, you have your orders. Yes, sir. And man exits in a hurry. After a little while, Anna and Ilya, enter the chamber. He already looks like he's kind of sick and tired of being mothered. It's like, Mom, I'm fine now. Mother, I'm fine. But no. You're staying right next to me. And when he enters the room, and kind of all the eyes are like immediately on him. He's like, he shakes back.
I jump over so they can sit over there next to their father.
Thank you. And he kind of shyly pulls a chair next to Vasilla. Who Vasilla is like so much taller than like little kids.
She's kind of like fork in mouth.
They're kind of like this yellow. Like he's like, "Are you a monster?"
Well,
Ilya! I am sorry.
Honestly,
Ilya, that is no way to speak to the people who saved you and who'll save your siblings. But their eyes are yellow. Ilya. Sorry, father.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's a question I've been asking for a while, but as long as I'm eating, food, I guess that's a good thing. Also, this is really good.
Do you ever eat other people?
Oh no! Why would I do that? Well,
Oh, you said that as long as you're eating food, so maybe sometimes you don't eat food, you eat other people. He doesn't look scared, he's just kind of like, like a kid who likes monster movies and stuff like that. Not like in a, yes, feed on the flesh, more like, hell yeah, cool thing that I'm not used to. You realize, being what they are, these people are probably quite sheltered in certain ways, especially the child.
Kid who likes to be scared but not scared.
Yeah.
He's kind of like looking, and then he looks at very Fisk. His eyes practically bulge out, and he's
Fisk is. Yeah. Well,
he just sees the head as I'm sitting on the floor.
Oh, okay.
I'm peering over the top of the table.
Yeah, you see kind of like a pair of eyes, like.
Well, if I was ever eating food, it was the only time I wouldn't eat food is my dad's cooking. That was awful. So don't worry, you're gonna be fine.
Oh, my father.
Silence.
My cooking is simply too spicy for the boy. I'm afraid he's been. Borovin cooking does not have much spice in it. I have a box of spices from my great-grandfather's time that he brought here to Borovia that I've been using on special occasion. I'm afraid my children have grown unused to feeling what real food tastes like. In
Finally
fact,
get new spices.
Well, all I gotta say is, whenever they'll like it or not, they'll eventually love it.
If you can procure more, yes.
There's always something special about home cooking, that's for sure.
Well, that is something that I would rather, that I know I would not be able to know, but I would love if, perhaps not me, but my children's children, maybe, would be able to go to my ancestors' land and taste that food for themselves.
Where did they hail from?
My ancestors?
Yes, where did they come from?
From a very hot place called Samar, in the nation of Maklamul. It was ruled, according to stories my father told me, it was ruled by a genie empress who was kind to her people, but there were stories that she would kill her husbands to maintain her long life. Stories that she herself, of course, denied and punished, but spoke of the desert sands, of the warm sun that could fry you in heat if you were not careful. He spoke of dragons in the sky and their war against them. He spoke of the marvels that were built, ancient, great cities lost in the desert. The vast seas. Oh, I would ask him over and over to tell us about the sea, and he would hold us. And you guys see how the normally taciturn, like you can't help the smile comes in his face as he would hold us up and down to mimic the waves.
And does it snow there?
I do not know, but from his descriptions, I suppose it would not.
Well,
It used to be a very hot place.
Look at
says
everybody
a
go.
lot.
All right. Let's plan on visiting this place.
Yeah, where I'm from, it's always raining, and honestly, food's. It wasn't just my dad. Nobody could cook for anything.
I'm going to Burgomeisters. I'm like, spicy food, no snow. I imagine the sun shines. Let's make this happen.
I would love to see that. I
Now,
know
maybe
that
you
your
can
quest-
take us and we can share some scumble and show those people what real drinking is.
I would be a visitor there just as much as you, but
Well, all this waxing poetic is beautiful. We have something to take care of.
of
That
course,
we do. That
of
we do.
course. I shall meet you outside. Oh, Dimitri, to you. Must you? I must. Right. Have you bring... I will have you will bring the others. I'll meet you outside. And... as, Dimitri exits, to don his armor and sword, and his wife turns to you and says, "Please, I just got one of my children back. Please keep him safe. He works far too hard."
I plan for him to be well back. It's okay.
Thank you. The kid, still kind of you see him kind of wiggling and waggling, trying to look at Frisk, from both tables, doesn't seem to have really, been paying attention to the conversation all that much. But, and when Fest kind of, is fully visible, but that outside,
take out-
yes.
I take out a small wooden top, just put it on the table, and walk out.
He waits until they're gone, and then you hear bit of escape on the table as he snatches at his mom's. Time to put that over. Thank you. Calls after you, Fizz.
I kind of called him and go, "Hey, kid, sometimes monsters are the best people in the world."
His mom throws a very sour look at you. Yeah, I know. I always wanted to meet a werewolf, but his mom's like, "Oi!"
Behind him, you see Vasilla walking by, like picking her lips, picking her fingers from the sauce from the food.
My third eye blinks at him.
I thought you had it covered. Okay, okay. So you kind of uncover it, and you ah! He hides he kind of covers his face. Oh my god.
Interesting character. Keep going. Go with
He drops a knife. The knife drops from the table as his mom's like, "Oh, exclaims and push. Very much frightened. She's very much startled from that. She was not expecting a third damn eye.
No one expects the third eye.
I just imagine like sitting quietly in a conversation. Every time it's always like one other person flashes it, nobody will believe you. Walks out.
Alrighty, as you guys head outside, you do see Dimitri stands with Yuri and several others. All of them look pretty tough. They have scars in there or hide their face.
I stopped this guy and I'm like, today, your job is to protect the Burgomeisters. Keep him away from any ugliness. This town needs him. We'll deal with whatever whatever happens.
And looks at you a bit sourly and goes, "It is always my duty to protect the Burgomaster.
Yeah.
And I will not allow him to come to any harm, no matter what. I don't need you to tell me how to do my job."
No, I just
Hey, Dimitri Captains, you will show respect to these men and the women.
absolutely. Why would I bother telling you if I didn't think you could do it?
He looks really sour, but kind of goes, "Yes, my lord." Gives you a sour look. Right.
See you outside.
These fellows are going to escort us.
How long does it take to get up there?
From what I have here in my notes, I think it takes a little bit under an hour, I think.
When we get closer to the gates, just outside. With about 100 meters away or so.
As you guys, reach the gate of the town, you see that there's the sixth guard with a carriage, and on the carriage, in a cage, is the eldest child. You see that by this point, like, his lips are gone, and it's just his teeth. It doesn't look like they rotted away, they look like they've simply been chewed off, like... and he's, like, tied and gagged to the bars. He doesn't even resist, just...
Animal Lecter lost its mind. Cool.
Good Lord.
It takes a deep breath and let us away. Right, let me just copy and paste everyone. And with that, the party begins to make their ascent. Today feels particularly cold, and you draw your clothes closer to yourselves. The journey's fairly quiet, except the guards occasionally muttering quietly to each other. The Burgomaster is riding his a horse. As you guys make the climb up.
When we reach about there, I'm going to tell Burgomeister and your lead guard.
Yes.
I am going to reach out to you with my mind. Let me in so that we may communicate.
The guards mutter to each other. You catch what you pretty sure is the Barovin word for witchcraft, and hag magic and dark magic, and he kind of silences them with a glare and nods.
So I reach out to the four of us, plus the Burgomeister and the guy with the...
Yuri, yeah, the captain. All right. Very nice.
Not the ritual.
Just hear Tarmagin's voice, unspoken. Oh, hell yes.
Is this thing on? Hello?
Oh, see the gods who are not used to it. Boy, this. And the Burgomaster, who looks startled at first, but then goes, "This thing."
You've been in battle. You can imagine how handy this is.
Absolutely.
Fisk is, when this hits him, is gonna stop and just concentrate and try to reach out to just honor him. And you hear a plethora of voices, kind of all distinct but in unison, say, "We are gonna separate for the others." And you feel Fisk kind of pull back a little bit from the link. I'm gonna try to separate a little bit.
So you break the telepathic bond?
I'm not breaking it. I don't want everybody, including the guards, to be bombarded by
Yeah,
I
the
see,
noise.
I gotcha.
The cosmic feedback laid into a cat. Yeah, that's
So I'm just gonna stop, meditate for a second, concentrate, and just kind of focus everything and try to pull myself in a little bit. Others can reach me, but I'm only gonna reach out if I need to.
I need to make sure of something. That helm that I wear, does it block it or does it allow it? It is a different effect.
That
in the spirit
detects.
of it.
This is not
This is not
a.
it.
Hold on. Actually, yeah, that is going to block the communication. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not aware of any of this. So yeah.
So you see the syllable and can squint for a second, just hello? Hello? And you hear
Yes, thank God.
yeah, and then you kind of hear wait, and you focus, and you hear
This thing on?
a very quiet hello, like so. Wait, could I?
Hello, yes,
Wait.
Yes.
Hold
Mm-hmm.
on. I'm gonna try something. you start hearing music play, like an old bard's tune play. It's oh jeez, you can let a lot of things slip in here. I gotta remember this thing's on.
See, the gods are very nervous.
I'm just looking like y'all are crazy. Like, what the hell is going on?
Telepathic bond. I say to him.
Kind of snatch my helmet off for a second.
Magic.
Do I feel it now?
Yeah. Is it? Yes, I'd say so because you were indicated. So it just kind of blocks the effect while you're wearing it, but when you're not
Gotcha.
wearing it, the effect is resumed.
Ah, I go, oh, nice. Everybody that can get up close and personal, when I start getting a little more heated with the abbot, be very close to me. With that,
No problem.
You heard him. All right. Some of the gods look a bit sour at that, but nod. And as you guys continue on the path, you guys can see that you guys arrive upon the gate. The Abbey is closed. You guys far high above in the mist, you guys can see an occasional forms flying. It's you guys can see that the distance, the towers are kind of misted up. You guys should be able to see the Abbey map at the moment.
Perhaps your owl, Temujin?
Well, he's a bat right now, but yes, very good idea. And I kind of open my robe, my cloak a little bit, and Parvis has been sleeping in there. I'm like, go take a look around, buddy. And I kind of have him fly around and look for people.
Flies up. As Parvis kind of tries to navigate through the mists, you're not watching through his eyes. You're just kind of sending him on his own. Yeah?
Oh yeah. I'm holding on as long as he's in range, and then obviously when he's out, he'll just complete it on his
So
own.
through Parvis's eyes, you can see several figures. You can see what seems to be in the courtyard, a black carriage with a familiar symbol. A man is speaking to the abbot, who you recognize as Strahd, and as Parvis kind of passes above, Strahd looks up, and he does not smile.
I very quietly just go, Strahd.
You just hear, shit.
This may be very interesting, my friends.
Some of them are like, like the sun, but Captain Yuri like, bug something.
I suggest you men stay back. This will be ugly fast, if not.
Let any man who fears for his life return back to town. I will not hold it against you. But know that you are to bring your sword and choose a successor. Someone with a stouter heart. You know, you guys hear a voice from behind you. This kind of thing is what I truly always admired about you, Dmitri. Strahd von Zarevich steps from the mists behind you.
Well,
Dmitri stiffens as his men are going to be rolling wisdom saving throws versus fear.
oh, of course, I'm always next to him. All right, yeah.
No, his men.
No, I'm next to him. Like, every time he comes in, I'm like, ah! Actually, on that, you're just gonna get a shit, and you see your backpedal.
Yeah, this isn't an ability, this is just to see how hard they are. These guys like, fuck! Ah! Start booking it down the mountain. Strahd. I've merely come to congratulate you. You've killed Rahadin. Stands to you directly, Fisk, looking you right in the face. Unless you're on all. Actually, Fisk, that's a good question. Are you on all fours?
Yeah.
Right.
Unless it gives me a reason not to be.
Would you stand so that I may look you in the eye, Mr. Fisk? And I would look in the eyes of the one who slayed my brother.
Wouldn't it rather look down on us?
You've raised yourself in my eyes. You've graduated from playthings. You put Radin to so much agony. One of the greatest warriors Barovia has ever seen. And one of the only people I've trusted enough to call friend. Do you think that I would let his soul merely slip away? I am the master of this domain. No soul shuffles its mortal coil without my decree. Rahadin will be back, but you've earned my respect. You've definitely earned it. Look at you. A killer. The perfect killer. I would extend to you, Fisk, an offer. Would you become one of my captains? I will grant you life eternal. I will grant you a body that never ages, never tires. Your fur will never turn white, your bones will never creak, your back will never hurt, your eyes will never dim. You would be a vampire. What would you say to that, Fisk?
We want to feel those things. Otherwise, there's nothing to live for. If you never die.
You are young. You have not felt these things. That is why you say this so confidently. At the time when I was blessed, I was 48, 47, I do not remember. But though I was a man, strong of arm and straight of back, war and life already began to etch their lines on my face and body. The sword that I once held with such ease became heavier and heavier each passing month. The fields of black that graced the skulls of my ancestors began to thin and whiten. To feel yourself grow old, to become a monster of distortion, a perversion of what you know yourself to be. There is no crueler fate. I offer you one of the greatest gifts one man can offer another, and you rebuff me. Well, no matter. I suppose, in time, you may come to regret it. And at that time, that offer remains open to all of you. I will grant you eternal life by my side. You have all distinguished yourselves in the eyes of Strahd von Zarovich.
Well, thank you. But what about this guy? I kind of thumb my finger, or thumb back indicating the direction of the abbot.
What of the abbot?
See Scylla like step back and go taken off guard.
What's the deal? Do you want him kept around? You're king here. I kind of am curious what you want.
The abbot serves my will.
Okay.
He is a being of pure divinity.
Well, not quite so pure.
No.
So that's impressive. I will
Not
admit,
only-
that's very impressive.
Yes, indeed. The abbot, well, I was curious, I admit, to see if a divine being could match me. Could he bend to my knee? Could he kill me permanently when so many others could not? He could not. Although he presented quite a fight, it was exhilarating. It was not since the dragon that I felt such a burn, that I felt so alive. The abbot has his purpose for my plans. Him and his ridiculous little golem both do.
I suspected. Well, that fits in with everything else. Wonderful.
Tell me, how is Miss Irina these days?
We need to get back and check on her. It has been well, it feels like a week, but it's been 2 or 3 days, and don't like to leave her disconnected for so long.
Indeed. There have been interesting developments in my domain. Gears that have not moved for eons are beginning to shift. The cycle is about to be broken. I can feel it. This time, it's different. Something about all of you. Something about everyone in Barovia right now. I can feel it. I can feel it. Shadows. But that is a thing to be discussed in the halls of my castle. The invitation is always open.
Oh, we're looking forward to it. We're just trying to wrap other things up as well.
Of course, of course.
You see Vasilla wanting to gives a look of protest, but can't really force anything out. Just...
I would give you this warning. There are contenders, fools who would think to supplant me, to leech away at my power. I suspect old rivals come to sniff again. Ones who I've broken before, but niches are particularly difficult to be rid of permanently. But again, something to discuss in the castle.
I do thank you. It was very timely.
Good. Tell me, this. Did you feel pride when you struck down Radin? Joy? What did you feel?
Needed to be done.
Doesn't seem to be like the answer I was expecting. Strahd is going to give you... For the first time in a long time, the guys see Strahd, not, afraid or anything, but surprised in a manner that's unpleasant to him. Not like a pleasantly surprised, more like... This wasn't expected. Something unexpected. First, give me a wisdom saving throw. Strahd is staring right into your eyes, and you feel like a sudden surge. You feel your lord's voice echoing through your bones, and you feel a shiver. Except your right arm is hurting like hell. Tell me the truth. Was there even a shred of joy, of accomplishment, when you struck down Rahadin?
It was what needed to be done for him.
Fisk, you feel the foam, you feel it fall away. His cheer seems to have gone. I see.
To die.
Silence.
Life means something.
Silence. Be silent. Turns to Dmitry. See him kind of freeze a bit, but he does not step back. This man over here is like... Seems at the first to be staring right ahead, but Talmadgen, you can see that his eyes are like rolled back in the back of his head. He's fainted on his feet. This guy right over here next to him. Captain Yuri is shaking like a leaf, and you can hear his sword like... And you can hear...
I'll try and calm him through the telepathic bond. Calm now.
It's the devil, the devil, the devil.
The devil is not here for us.
I can feel my soul melting.
You'll be fine, trust me. You'll be fine. In with the good air, out with the bad.
Give me a persuasion check on her. You do see. This breathing does come a bit. As I said, he said to Dmitry, you have earned Lord Strahd's admiration. You are nothing like that fool Vargas was, or that overconfident little pig that thought to keep Irina from me. You are a man who I recognize as fitting to be a leader of one of my colonies. Dmitry Krezkov. Ask from the Lord Strahd one thing, and it shall be granted. You see 10 million thoughts go through Dmitry's eyes, and Strahd merely smiles pleasantly. Like a father waiting, watching his child.
It's just a very loud thought. Every gift comes with strings.
Yeah.
Still, I just gonna pull him and like faints, his body loses its agility and he just kind of collapses in your arms.
Easy, buddy. Okay, all right. But she's gonna quietly pull up.
Yeah,
he's.
Where are you taking him? Let me know.
No, just where he was is good.
Okay.
Also, where is my token?
I don't know.
Just vanished.
And FYI, isn't that the guard you told and was like, "Don't tell me how to do my job"?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
That's irony. That's some irony.
Vasila, I don't know how, but somehow you deleted yourself from existence.
I did not touch
down
my token.
A minute ago. It was weird.
Yeah, no worries. Let me just drag out a new one for you. There you
I
go.
guess we have to use the new token art I sent you a while back. Oh no.
Oh,
She comes
don't
back
do
with
that
all
to
sorts
me.
of conditions.
Yeah.
How do you know why? But yeah. As Dimitri,
Oh wow, you weren't joking. All right.
I would ask Lord Strahd that see his face is torn, very torn, and he glances back to his son and in the direction of Krezek, and he closes his eyes and guys.
He's still the king of Barovia. I just say that in the thoughts.
I would ask that you would allow our ground in Krezek to bear more food. My people go hungry every day. The ground is harsh and meager. I do not know if all of my children will survive to see next week, but if I can ask for one favor, it is that my people's children will. Strahd raises an eyebrow. You do not wish to ask for eternal life. You do not wish to ask me to ensure to repair your children in body and mind. You would ask that your people will be fed instead. Yes. Yes, my lord, yes. I would. Then it shall be so, Dmitri Krezkov. Though your blood is not of this land, I care not. You are a true man and a true lord. You have earned Lord Strahd's respect on this day. I am the ancient. I am the land. It shall be done. Good day, gentlemen. With that, like a sigh in the wind, it dissipates back into mist, where Parvis can see him reappear in front of his carriage and the concerned-looking abbot, where Strahd gives him a nod and says a few things to him before boarding his carriage once again, and you guys see it like carried by the horse heading back in the direction of the castle. You guys see Dimitri's face just like break out in cold sweat. Like it looks like he just finished running a marathon. Like just thick drops of sweat like start like on the ground.
Just slowly walks up to him on all fours and sits in front of him and waits for him to relax.
You see his eyes what? He is terrifying. I could feel him in my head.
Yes.
Yes.
Like a child turning over toys in a store. Or a farmer examining his chickens.
I put my hand on his shoulder to stop him.
It has shown its strength. We will do all we can for it.
The other And like one of them supporting the fainted one, the other one definitely keeping as close to the cage as possible. Over there, definitely staying away from the whole Strahd business. You can see like his eye actually. This guy specific, like you see like his eye is actually a gem.
So
So that was a nice aside.
Yeah, so you see Vasila just kind of like, well, so to the people that didn't pass out or piss their pants, congratulations. I guess you're men now. Also, Yuri, not Yuri, their names are overlapping and all that. Give me a second here.
Yuri is the captain. You don't know the names of the other ones.
Dimitri is the
Burgomeisters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dimitri, that was your first time meeting him?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Yeah. For getting caught off guard, you handled that like a champ. Yeah.
Chuckles. Still swag. I thought I would lose control of my bowels, if I am honest. One does not expect a monster out of legend to simply appear behind you.
Yeah.
He's just as terrifying the 10th time.
Yeah. Now imagine taking your breakfast.
I think it's about 10 times that man has done that to us.
Yeah. All due respect to the Dark Lord, fucker stole my bacon. So, good job. You did good.
Kind of looks at Fisk, almost like he's singing you a new line. Why did he keep asking you if you felt joy at killing Rahadin?
No. We can only guess.
I suppose he's still just as much mystery to you as to myself. Matt, you guys can hear footsteps approaching. And the gate begins to open. Standing there are a couple of hooded figures, a monstrous member of the clan, and the abbot, with a streak of gold shining through his face still. He does not look happy. I believe I said that you are not welcome here anymore, except for the event that you would find the cure.
You said if I found a cure for my friends.
Yes.
These are my friends, and I wave to the people with me. And you have the means to heal them. So I'm back.
Sorry.
Honor your word.
The abbot looks at the Burgomaster, who returns his gaze evenly. I see. Well.
Fisk steps up next to Tarmagen and just sits next to him like
He holds up a
pet
hand.
panther.
Abbot. Hey, Burgomaster. You have need of my services. I believe you are... why have you come back? What is wrong? My children, the ones you brought back. You put something inside them, did you not? The abbot looks taken aback. What? Of what do you speak?
It's time.
He gestures for the... Imagine that there's a horse cart here, it's just, would be a bit too much tokens at the same time as... the horse cart is drawn forward, and his son in the cage is brought... What?
Varys is gonna. Varys would like to move up next to Fisk and subtly reach over to Fisk and pat him on his side and reach over and hand him a ring of radiant resistance. And he'll whisper, "You might need this."
Whisper in my mind.
No, just right next. I'm standing right next to you. So.
Oh yeah, we have a psychic link, right?
Oh, okay, yeah. Whispering.
Okay. So
I didn't know that was between me.
you hear a younger woman say in return, "You might need this back," and Fisk hands you back a greater healing potion.
Okay.
As I take the ring.
In the meantime, the abbot looks taken aback. What has happened? Why is he caged?
Okay. Somebody give him some of the water from the healing well, which you so graciously uncovered for everyone.
Pull out a bottle of the vial. The water, get over to the cage. We'll administer it.
Like is it like the kind of like have to like force it through the gag, but he tries to bite your hand through the gag, but unable to. No, don't. I don't. You see the gag begin to distend. I met Yuri pulls out the gag and centipede creature crawls out. The abbot's eyes widen and he unleashes a burst of light and like melts into a pile of acidic black gore as the sun's head kind of slumps forward.
And I go, and that's what these people have been dealing with, which seems to coincide with your actions.
I he seems to be at a loss for words.
Now, your secrecy didn't help you, and it didn't help them. If we're going to do this, all of us, we have to work together.
He looks up, expression hardening. I do not know what this creature is, but it is not of mine.
Then you will welcome the Burgomeisters and our help in uncovering it so that it isn't a problem.
I will handle it myself. I'm afraid that you are still not welcome in the Abbey. I have had a visit from the Lord Strahd, and he was distraught and unhappy about what happened to Lord Ahadin here. You've risked it all. You could have destroyed everything. Any chance of my plan, all of my efforts could have been for naught.
What, are you afraid of taking risks?
Do not try to goad me, Mr. Tarmagen. It will not work. However, this does indicate that I must investigate things.
Well, that's
Lord
up to the
Dimitri.
Burgomeister.
Lord
Dimitri? Sorry.
Lord Dimitri, are your other children like this as well? Yes, but one is already healed, thanks to these people that you're kicking out of your abbey. That is between me and them. I will fetch you 2 more portions of water. You hear him mutter, "It can't be," as he turns away, and the guys are kind of left to look at the 2 cloak figure kind of move to block the way. This fella you didn't see last time. It's definitely one of the more distorted and strange-looking members of the clan. You cannot pass.
Dimitri hears in his head, "You might want to step back, lad, just in case things go south."
Like this time he's confused. What in the morning Lord's name? Who said that?
Fisk looks up at him.
I suppose. I was curious what they looked like under the hoods. This does not fill me with confidence.
You'll get a ping from Vasilla on the. See, I'm almost saying earpiece, Daniel. Jeez. You get ping from Vasilla for the for comms. So that's a pretty hard say in the no direction. Question is now, if he really didn't mean to do the whole resurrection thing, who sabotaged it and even how? At least we can cure it, but, if someone's trying to pull this stunt off, then, well, that might get in the way of other things, too.
May seem unlike me, but I'd be very happy if nobody else died today.
Yeah.
Dimitri, this is your town.
I'm glad that things have not yet come to violence.
Yeah.
I was afraid that they would.
So here's what's kind of going through my head right now. If it wasn't the Abbey, and I'm being generous with that, then probably someone under his nose is pulling these stunts off.
No one. Oh wait, are you guys speaking in your heads?
In the heads, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah. These are comms. But if we
Just see us looking at each other.
Yeah. But if
Say nothing.
yeah.
In fact, as you guys notice that the creature and the hooded figures look a little bit perturbed as you guys kind of like turn your heads like chickens here and there.
Yeah.
I go, I put my hand up and go, we'll be with you in a moment.
So
Doesn't say anything about flinches for.
So Vasilla cuts back in. So if we're able to find out, and I'm speculating here, but if there is a worm, no pun intended, under the abbot, and we help him out trying to figure out who it is, then that's even more favor for us.
Unless, of course, Strahd has corrupted his healing ability, and it comes with a cost, and that is the cost.
Tell you what,
And
we can look to the south where these undead are coming from. It seems like it could very easily be tied in with that. It fits.
Armagen, you hear Tomas speak in your head. I'm actually very interested in knowing where those undead are coming from.
Oh, are we saying Tomas?
As Tomas, yeah.
All right.
the whole party's here.
Yeah, the hell of us.
We're gonna get Archie in here one time on a flute.
All right, then give me a second. As Tomas awakens, Fisk, I'm gonna send you a little something.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, you're the DM now.
You just inherited those skeletons.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Be right back. I got to get a phone charger so I can actually see what you're sending me.
No worries.
All right.
I'm saying it on Roll20. Oh, he's gone. Damn it.
Sorry about that. I wanted to grab it during the break, but
Ah.
I totally forgot.
We all hear, you just hear Tarmagen thinking, hey, honor him. Maybe you should talk to him. I can't seem to turn off my asshole switch today.
Yeah, it's not my forte.
Probably better than me right now.
You guys kind of hear like two, because they're not familiar with this. You guys hear one of the guards turn to the other, to Captain Yuri, and says, "Outsiders can switch their assholes on and off." But you guys can all hear this over the bond.
You hear like a snort through the line.
Guard
He looks startled as he realizes everybody could hear this.
Yeah. He also hears, "We can hear you, dearie."
Ah!
Welcome to the Grey Company.
Yuri.
No, seriously, who was that though? Oh, jeez, you are a weird little feline, aren't you?
This whole time you're looking at Fisk, and he's just sitting like he always has.
Yeah.
Nothing about this is abnormal to him. Nothing is weird. This is...
As this is going on, guys, hear footsteps approaching, and guys see the abbot and and Vasilica, accompanied by Vasilica. Vasilica is holding two things of skins of water, and looks very happy. She does a bit of a hop and skip in her step. The abbot smiles warmly down at her, and her eyes light up. "Oh, hello again, everyone. It is good to see you." She's positively beaming.
I think a thought as loud as I can to honor him. She should be the liaison between the monastery and Krezek.
I suppose I should let you know that your violent urges did not break everything completely. As the Lord met with Vasilica today, and I dare say they rather hit it off. He's just so handsome and charming. I was a little bit afraid after everything he told me last time, but he was just really sweet. And he promised he'll give me a tour of his castle.
Well,
Next time that it's possible, so he was really nice. Are you sure maybe you just don't... Maybe you need to just know him better. He has a lot of sadness in him.
I think alone.
Oh. Doesn't recognize the name, so... Well, I'm excited for it. Oh, and there might be a date for the wedding of... you're all invited. Yeah, but... No, my dear. Perhaps you would need to ask your future husband. If that
Oh,
would
I'm
be
sure
all
he
right
would
with
love
him.
us to be there. We have some outstanding business anyway.
You think so? Oh, that'd be lovely. I know that you have some you've not seen eye to eye with him before, but I really do think maybe it's all a misunderstanding, and you could perhaps see him the way I do. I know it might sound silly. I've only met him the once, but she got kind of lost in thought. But smiles at her once again. My dear, the water. Oh, right. Lord Dmitri, it is a pleasure to meet you. I am Vasilika. I hope these will help. Dmitri looks extremely taken aback at all of this, but seemed to have kind of put his brain in the mind of like, okay, not my business, kind of thing. As he a bit robotically says, "Thank you, my dear. That is very kind of you. It's a pleasure. I hope to one day visit your town too." You are... Perhaps another time, my dear. We have much to do in the Abbey in preparation. Oh, yes, of course. I suppose I should say that I might be your queen one day, but I promise I'll do the best that I can for you. Well then... Dmitri Kiska, you are more than welcome to see my town, queen or not. Thank you. I look forward to it. She looks excitedly at all of you. And I'll see you later. The baby is probably hungry again. And she'll give another bow and retreat behind where she can disappear from view behind her bulk.
Yeah, the polite but kind of strained like composure on Vasila just kind of slowly fades as she walks off.
The abbot's also kind of like business as usual. You have the water.
For 2, not 3.
The third was just done, was he not? Dmitri, are any more of your children sick? Do you need more than 2? No. 2 of my children have already been healed. This one and Ilya. Only 2 remain. If you are thinking of getting more water, then I'm afraid that's not going to be a possibility for you, great company.
Do not want more.
For now, we're fine if you feel you need to hold to yourself the gift of the Raven Queen as if it was yours.
You have nearly destroyed any possibility of peace and salvation this land has. Be thankful that I do not... He stops himself. Our business is concluded. Goodbye.
You'll know where to find us if you want to try. Turn and leave.
You just hear on the comms. Term, he's up.
The abbot does not acknowledge this taunt whatsoever, and you guys are as the heavy stone and iron gate shuts behind you once again.
Yeah, and without not even on comm, just saying this. Term, you're a dick. Jeez. Well, we got what we wanted. At least, so
You all hear in your heads.
That bastard stole one of ours. We used one of our own to heal that one.
It's just a slow look to Fizz.
It's like, sorry, can you imagine why I don't like this guy?
I can see. This plan he speaks of. That girl. Is it what I think it is?
Of course it is.
By
Yeah.
the gods.
He's corrupt.
He is
Strahd
obsessed
referred
with
to
that.
them as a ridiculous puppet.
Yep. And he is convinced it will still work. Can't
Yeah.
talk him out of it.
See, then Strahd is playing a charade with him.
But if he thinks you're useful to him, play that. It's leverage.
That poor girl.
I
Jeez.
suppose it was wise of you not to alert the abbot and to interfere in whatever Strahd is planning. You did not want to upset him. Cunning, I see.
Besides, maybe he'll succeed. That'd be okay.
She was rather attractive, but... puppet. No. What I felt in my head. No.
Well,
Whatever
time
that girl
comes
is
free.
fated for, I do not wish to imagine.
well, then maybe she should be given a good exposure to free will, free thinking people.
As I said, she's welcome in my town so long as the abbots will allow her.
Yeah.
She seems a nice enough girl and harmless enough.
She's nice, but she also could probably put a hole through a wall. She's. Anyways,
I could go for a woman like that. You hear one of the guards say,
oh shit.
but like in his head, not realizing everybody can hear. All the other guards and Dimitri look at him.
At the all
What? I like exotic women. Sue me.
all at once, Fist just lets go and let all of the voices everybody hears, all in unison.
Walk and talk.
And Fisk starts moving away from the gate.
Yeah, no. In my head, you got so.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're strolling down.
And
On that note, walk and talk.
Yeah.
On that note, yeah, go ahead, Vasella.
And now on that note, I'm officially creeped
Yeah.
out. How do I turn this? Honor him? How do I? Can you kick me from this thing?
Oh, still please, the guards gonna me.
Yeah, I said after a while it gets a little bit personal to the guards, you know. It's like, yeah, that's when you're ready for it to be done.
No filter.
And
Miss Anna is the most beautiful woman I've seen in my life. Dimitri turns to the guard. Dimitri turns to the guard who fainted.
I won't kink shame anyone. I'm good with it. It's okay.
You are correct. She is a very beautiful woman. I advise you to stop that thought there.
All right, no,
Yes, my
we,
lord.
we need to kill the spell before we start fighting each other.
Yeah.
All right.
so, Vasily, you do hear in your head. I'm Julia, by the way, dear. And you're a bonny lass if I ever saw you.
Wait, who is this?
Julia.
You just hear the equivalent of like a Discord. Like.
Oh, fuck.
That was
All right.
beautiful. That was
And
beautiful.
I think on that note, as the party returns to Krezek, pondering what they have seen and accomplished today, and with heading to the Burgomeisters' home, we will end tonight's session of the Curse of Strahd here.
What was it, Julian? Like, is Julian like one of the guys, or is that like the name?
No,
of someone?
Julia.